That's what I mean. Music is just, it's one of those things in life where, as you see, I go up and down and I do different parts to it. To me, music has been a part of my life a long, long time. Where it all started, yeah? A friend of mine from a long time ago, he'd been somewhere, he didn't tell us where, and he came up and he said to us, I seen what I found. I was like, oh well. He brought out a guitar which is just like this, right? A head similar to this here. There was no strings on it. Now, during the time I was at his, this guitar was sat against the wall. And he turned around and he said to us, it's heavy. I went, yeah, it does. It was a sunburst effect. Absolutely. It looked, in its original state, it would have looked absolutely gorgeous. But this guitar, like many from the old days, had been battered, chipped, scratched all the way from the top to down here, and on the back from here it had a crack that went about to here. And I thought, wow, wait. I says to him, what are you going to do with it? And he went, I haven't got a clue. So I said to him, do you mind if I take it? And he went, fine. He says, I found it. He says, it didn't cost me now. So I took this guitar. It was a Washburn. Now, you see this? Flick down, treble. That in the middle, that just amplifies it as like that one down there. And then this one, rhythm. Now, I basically stripped the whole thing. And I went, this thing needs TLC. Now, the paint job it had, I am not good enough to be able to do that. So I decided, okay, it was absolutely in bits, took every single thing off, even your tuning pegs at the top, took the whole lot off, cleaned it, and I brought it back to life. The only thing was, because I couldn't paint it or spray it or anything like that, I left it natural wood. And I got this stain and I give it a lovely finish. Absolutely fantastic. Then what I did, I went down into the town, Clayton Street, and I went, there's a shop, cash converters. Walked in there, looked at the shop and went round, had no clue. I looked at all of these amplifiers and I wasn't certain. So what I did was this. I carried on along Clayton Street and I went to the old arcade next to the monument. Windows. Went downstairs. One of the people turned around and said to us, "Can I help you?" And for years, I went to that shop. I played a piano in there. That's hard to play. Very. Because doing it like that, yeah, that's easy. When you're using both, wow, that's a different ball game. But perseverance always pays off. Right? So anyway, I spoke to them. I played a few guitars downstairs in a few different amplifiers. And I found myself where, when you go into a shop and they come up and ask you if you want some help, and then they turn around and say, "Try that." I found myself 45 minutes just sitting downstairs. Like that, yeah. And the hunger, and it was insatiable, yeah, if that's the right word. It never stopped from that moment. I've had a big Vox amp, and many others. This Line 6 is a number of amplifiers in one, because you get clean, metal, crunch, and then the last setting is insane. And insane when you've got really turned up, really cranked up, golden bet, man. If you haven't got earplugs in, wow. So, like I say, that was the start of my journey. Now, if you like what I'm doing, join in, share, subscribe. As I've said many a time, I'm now giving a shout out. Now, I've been doing this since the other day, and it will be carried on all the way through beyond Christmas to next year. Because at the end of the day, on YouTube, we're a community. And if I can reach out to another YouTuber and boost them, I'm doing a good job. There's a few different shows. There's NUFC Matters, there's the Amigos, and there is Ladies Night, and the new one, that is 5 Minute Rant, where you get invited onto Steve Rafe's show and you just 5 minutes let it all out. And with Steve Wraith and the others, Kendall Rowan, Blunt Ted YouTube, Stephen NUFC at Geordie Talk, and John Sinclair, what they do, they are kind of focused on Newcastle United. Me, it could be anything. See, it's diversity. And that's what I like. I like to talk to people. I can't meet yous at the moment, but I like to talk to people. I did that as a bus driver until I got injured. And because Boris asked us all to save our NHS, I haven't had surgery. But you know what? I'm scared, because when you get knocked out, you're not in control. Do you know what I mean? So, to you all, be safe. Stay warm, because it's cold. And after lockdowns have all finished, I hope to meet you, all of you.